Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a layout I created for Coco Vanilla Studio using the Bohemian Dream collection. And I'm going back and I'm scrapbooking a picture from this past Easter. And it's of my two littles. And this photo was taken right after they had like an egg hunt. And they were just like so excited, and their baskets were completely full of chocolate eggs, chocolate and eggs. And yeah, so I snapped a quick picture, and the little one is making the silliest little face. She's just like, she's got her tongue out, and she's just total sass. With the photo, though, I want to mention that before I printed it, because I had taken it with my phone, before I printed it, I went into a photo editing app, and I think it's called Color Splash. And what I did is I made the photo black and white, but their Easter baskets I left in color, so that it just gave a fun bit of something to the photo. Also, I knew that I was going to work with Bohemian Dream, and so I wanted to make sure that my photo didn't contrast too much with my photo. I didn't want it to be too busy, so that's why I did that little fun bit of editing. So like I mentioned, I used the Bohemian Dream collection, and that background paper, that blue and white stripe, is called Flower Child. And that layering piece that I put behind it, that floral piece, that is called Abundant. And I love that paper. I seriously contemplated using that entire sheet as my background, but I I couldn't make it work, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is so busy." And I don't mind busy layouts, but it was just way too busy. It's just too much. I couldn't do it. Maybe on another layout, I might try that. So my photo I matted with the 6x6 papers and some scraps that I just had, and I popped it up on dimensional foam as you saw. Now I'm going through the die cut ephemera, and I love these feathers and this collection just in general. It's got dream catchers and feathers, and it's fun, fun, fun. And you know, my little one, I call her my wild child, and her style is just her own. And you know, even her room is decorated in like boho kind of style. It's so I felt it kind of fitting. Every time I scrapbook a picture of her with this collection, I'm like, oh, this collection was made for her. And yeah, so I'm going to, at this point, I wanted to create my title and get it down. Um, I went through my ginormous collection of thickers, and I wanted something that was entirely black because I knew that on this paper I wanted to add some black splatters at the end. And so I went with a foam thicker that was black, and I also went with a it's like a vinyl kind of scripty thicker, and that one there is called, so the one that I'm writing Easter with, that is a black foam, and it's in the name of it is called Adorn. And um the one that I'm putting down right now is like a vinyl kind of plastic script, and that is called Rain Boots, fittingly enough. So my title is going to be Easter Beauties. I wanted to put like Easter bunnies or like Easter something, but only one of my kids was wearing bunny ears. The other one had ripped them off in the hunt, and so I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense. And I just opted for, because they were in their, you know, their Sunday best, their Easter best. Um, I went with Easter Beauties, so it still works, I feel. But I use the word beautiful or beauty, or I do that a lot. It's I guess part of my vocabulary, and it's evident in my scrapbooking titles. So I'm just gluing them down. These stickers were a little bit on the older side, but even if they were new, I would have added adhesive anyways. It's just the way Lina rolls. You know the backstory. If you're new, I'll just quickly tell you. um, when I first started scrapbooking, I just used the glue or the adhesive that came on either thickers or just ephemera. And then after storing my scrapbooks for a little while, I noticed that the pages were coming apart and all my ephemera and pieces were at the bottom of the page protectors, and I was so heartbroken, and I never want that to happen again. And so now I just glue the crap out of everything. Everything gets glue, everything. You know, whether it's hot glue, whether it's, you know, the ATG, or whether it's wet glue, everything gets glue. Everything. So now I'm going to work on my clusters. And so I have 3 predominant clusters. I love these flowers in this collection. I'm going to create 3 predominant clusters. And here I'm going to add some foam at the back, on the back of this flower. There's some pieces that I really want to pop and be main focuses of my layouts. Like that orangey kind of corally, dark coral looking flower. And so that's how I achieve that, is that I put a piece of foam, and so it does stand out and it doesn't blend in too much. Like I said, I heavily embellish, and so when you add layers upon layers, you kind of get lost. You get pieces that get lost in, you know, the process. I love these butterflies. I just hot glued it. Usually I do the wet glue, but I was like, man, I need to get it down. So I used my hot glue, and that was like the best idea ever because it stuck down instantly. And I only needed a tiny bit because I like to leave the wings kind of unadhered so that it looks like the butterflies are in flight. So you see there I have my 3 clusters created. And I'm just going back now through, see, I just did it again right there. I have my 3 clusters created, and I'm going to go through and add my finishing touches. I love tabs. I'm on this big tab kick right now. I bought a tab punch, like a We Are Memories Keeper, like tab punch, like a couple months ago, and I've been using it for everything. And I love when collections, and I love when companies, especially Zoe, because I love her collections. I love when they include tabs because let's be real, we use them, right? So why not use tabs that come with the collection, that coordinate with the collection, instead of having to punch your own? So there's a dream catcher. I know it has nothing to do with Easter, but it's part of the chipboard stickers. But I needed something in that corner, and it fits so well, and it's on the right side where my little baby is, and she is actually she's the wild child. I'm going to use a flare button, but not before I use some purple thread and create a little nest. And the flare button is going to sit on top of that. It just gives a bit of visual interest. I learned that trick from Missy Whitten, and I've been doing it ever since. Thanks, Missy. Now I'm going to go through with the tiny words that are on the accessory stickers page. And this is used as my, let's say, journaling, because I don't necessarily journal. And it just says, you know, there's one that says sparkle and shine, the simple things. On top of the girls, over their heads, it says best friends. And on the flowers, it says my world. So, I mean, they are, right? All the above. Here come my black splatters, and I got some on my desk, and it absorbed right in because it's not water-based. And yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my layout. Head out to the blog. You can find all the written work that's there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hello to all my new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.